Hey, what's going on, blog family? Today is Monday, January 16th, Martin Luther King Day, 2012. Wanted to first start off this blog saying thanks to everybody for checking it out. Last year was an amazing year for the blog. And I hope to continue to gain more readers and to gain more supporters throughout my endeavors. First off, wanted to say thanks also for checking out the blog at our new domain, www.jordanspeaksblog.com. Again, that's www.jordanspeaksblog.com. Thanks for sharing it. Please continue to do so and help our readership grow. For this week's blog, I wanted to do a video advice column blog to kind of touch upon a lot of the comments that I get from readers around the world, whether it's through my email for the blog or through Facebook or Twitter or whatever the outlet is. I wanted to, try to find a way to get back to some people, as obviously can't get back to everyone, but want to get back to a few people with a few pertinent questions that they had regarding the blog or regarding what it is I do or what it is that they're trying to accomplish within their life, and see how I can help out. So without further ado, let's get to it. The first question is from Lisa in Santa Monica. Lisa says, Jordan, you seem to do a lot in your career. We are Facebook friends, and I see posts about modeling, going to castings, doing castings yourself, styling, working on a nonprofit, motivational speaking, etc. How do you do it all, and what are some things that I can do to increase my productivity? Again, that's Lisa V in Santa Monica. Lisa, thanks for again checking me out and for supporting me. Something that I say, to everyone who's looking to, up their productivity or increase their output is, make sure you know yourself. You don't want to find yourself in a position where you're doing too much, or you bit off too much that you can chew, or you're burnt out. So, know what your limits are, understand what your capabilities are, understand your schedule and your time constraints, and really just do things that, or put things on your plate that are kind of cohesive. For me, you know, people always say that, like, oh, you do so much, it looks like you do so much. For me, it's like, if it's fun, it's what I love to do, so it doesn't feel like I'm doing a lot. And I get I get bored really easily, so it's good for me to be able to jump around from different different but similar interests or career paths. So for you, I say, know yourself, do things that kind of fit within your life and within your schedule. I don't know if you're a student or if you have a career already, but if it's you wanting to up productivity at work, or with whatever you're doing, figure out or set goals for yourself. That's something I do. I have a notebooks full of goals. I have meetings with myself, and along with my manager and my publicist, I have meetings with myself really to reflect and to give myself introspection on what it is that I'm trying to do. So I think that'd be a good way for you as well to kind of gauge what it is that you're trying to do, and just really get out there and do it. Next question is from Dominic in Harlem. Dominic says, in 2012, a resolution of mine is to get involved with more charitable efforts. You seem to work a lot in this arena. How can I get the ball rolling? Dominic, I think a great way for you to get the ball rolling is to, it sounds corny, but just when there's a will, there's a way. Be proactive and just get it done. A lot of people, oh, in 2011, I'm going to, start, giving back or start volunteering. 2012, 2013, they procrastinate and it never gets done. So for you, I say get the ball rolling, do your research. For me, when I first started off as a motivational speaker in LA, I didn't have any contacts. I just went on my laptop and Googled youth nonprofits in Los Angeles, Boys and Girls Clubs Los Angeles, Boys and Girls Clubs, wherever. So for you, figure out what it is that you want to do, because of course when you're volunteering, you don't want it to feel like community service where you're just like, oh, I have to do this, to whatever. So do something that makes you happy, whether you like cooking, go to a soup kitchen or go to a church. There are tons of churches everywhere that always are hosting soup kitchens, or feed the homeless and all that type of stuff. So it'd be great for you to be able to give back and to find that type of effort. Or if you like reading in hospitals, or I used to volunteer at a hospital in their geriatric department reading to the elderly, and they love that, and you can learn so much from them. So do something or find something that makes you happy, but be proactive in whatever you do. Do your research. Type in Boys and Girls Club Harlem, or Youth Nonprofit Harlem, or Senior Services Harlem, and just make calls. Tell them what it is you're trying to do. I don't know if you're in school, if you're trying to just do this independently, but tell them that you're trying to give back. You're trying to find ways. And once you do your first one, I guarantee that you will find, you'll network with someone, and they'll say, hey, there's another soup kitchen next week, or hey, there's a parade going on, and they need volunteers to help coordinate the event. So just do your research, be hungry, and be motivated. How am I doing for time? All right. Next question I'll read is from, let's see, Kathy. This is Kathy 28. Your blog speaks of thinking yourself as a brand. It seems to be working for you. I am a recent transplant to LA from a small city in Texas. What are some things I can do to discover my passion and start my brand? Kathy, I think, first off, welcome to LA. I think some things that you can do to, figure out what your passion is to just try a plethora of different things. So one of my interns, for example, he just moved to LA as well a couple of months ago. He was studying theology and economics, and he graduated from college with his degree in theology and economics, and he realized this is not what I want to do. So he came out to LA. He knows he wants to work somehow in the creative industry. So he, I think he referred to me through a mutual friend, and I gave him an internship for my styling and art directing company, Styles by Swain. And just kind of like to work under me, because I do so many different things within the fashion and entertainment industry. He was able to pick and choose or get experience from different things. So for you, I would say find an internship to get your feet wet in different career paths. Find an assisting job or whatever it is that you want to do. I don't know if you're in school, but UCLA, USC, there's tons of different schools and programs, FITM, that have career and college resource centers and job resource centers that you can get an internship. Craigslist is a great option. Internships.com. Just do your research as well and figure out what exactly it is that you're trying to do. And also bookstores. It sounds corny, or libraries, but you can go to like Barnes and Noble, and they have at the Grove, it's huge. They have a tons of different sections, and to help you find out what your passion is, check out different trade magazines, or different just different books in the different sections, and figure out what your passions are and really sparks your interest, and go from there. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out where the time gauge thing is. Okay, 7 minutes. All right. Next question is, let's see. Okay, how do I become a model and be successful? And that's from Anonymous in Miami. Okay, so Anonymous in Miami, that is a very vague question. I think a lot of people look at modeling and they think, Tyra Banks, Tyson Beckford, Cindy Crawford, Heidi Klum, all of that. And, it's like, oh, I'm pretty, or I have a good look, or I have nice hair, or I have great skin, and they want to, they think they're a model. Because of that, they're a model. And a lot of people don't realize the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into modeling, and what it takes to have a successful modeling career. So, first off, I would say, know your market, know what it is exactly that you're trying to do. Miami is very, commercial, very, body oriented, like beach body and bikini, and all that type of stuff. So know what your market is. If you're tall and thin and 5'10", whatever, you could obviously Miami might not be the type of market for you. New York or somewhere overseas would be. Or if you have a very commercial look, maybe it's LA, maybe it's Miami where you are. Just know your market, do your research. As far as building up a portfolio, modeling is a business where you are the product and you are the brand. So with just like any business, to start making money or getting a return on an investment, there needs to be an investment. So investing with photographers who can elevate your portfolio. A lot of people just try to shoot for free and build it up that way. Of course, if anything's possible, but that just takes a really long time. But starting off, putting a couple hundred into a shoot, with a photographer who understands what it is that you're trying to do and understands your look can only, you know, propel what it is that you're trying to do and propel your portfolio much faster. So, you know, I know it sounds crazy, but it shouldn't sound crazy, but invest in your career. Just like any business has to invest in the initial startup cost. Your initial startup costs involve building a portfolio. You know, maybe it's changing your look or getting a haircut or whatever it is, you know, investing in yourself, mostly your portfolio, working with good stylists, good makeup artists, good hair, and all that stuff, and really building a dynamic book so that when you're ready to go to agencies, you have something, you know, worth presenting. On top of that, and I guess this will be my last question because I'm running out of time. So on top of that, you know, once you do have a solid book built, shopping it to different agents, how do you do that? You go on Google, you research, you know, different agencies in Miami, different agency or top 10 modeling agencies in Los Angeles, for example. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking Ford, I'm thinking Next, I'm thinking LA Models, Elite, you know, all that stuff. You research their boards, which are the agent models that they already have signed. Look to see if they have a model that with your look. If there's somebody with your look or with your likeness, you have, you know, they're probably not going to sign you if they already have somebody that looks like you and that's already working for them. So find somebody, you know, figure out what you are, what you can offer, what your look is. Find an agent that doesn't have that, and then, you know, pursue them from there. You know, sometimes persistence is key. If they say no, come back, you know, develop your book some more, go back in a couple of months or go back to the next few calls, whatever, you'd be surprised. What else? Yeah, in the networking, you know, go out. You know, that's something that my publicist had to teach me when I first moved out here, was to go out and network. You'd be surprised at, you know, you meet a photographer who would have charged you $500 to do a test shoot. You go to an event, they like your look, or they have a project coming up that they can throw you in, and they say, hey, you know, I have this shoot coming up, would you be interested in doing it? You know, you can get tiers, or, you know, it's going to be published, or whatever it is, and that's a great look for you as well, you know, and it saves you money. So going out, networking with people, getting your face out there, you know, and just really working it. You are a brand, you are a product, you are the product, so, you know, treat yourself as so. You know, also get plenty of rest before photo shoots, especially before, you know, as you're building your portfolio. You want to put your best foot forward, so don't party your night before and think you can go to a photo shoot the next day and look ready, because it's gonna look horrible. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's so much I can do a whole video just on that alone, but yeah, hopefully that gets you started and that gets some of your question answered. I want to do 6, but I'm probably not going to have time to for upload reasons for my YouTube page. So until next time, I will definitely be doing more of these video blogs as I can. And I want to thank everybody for checking out the blog again. I'm super excited for 2012. A lot of great things coming out from my team, a lot of great things for my blog, etc., etc. Be sure to check us out and to share www.jordanspeaksblog.com. Of course, you can check out my website always at www.jordananthonyswain.com. I'm on Facebook under model Jordan Anthony Swain, and of course on Twitter at Jordan_Swain, and that's SWAIN. Yeah, thanks again for checking us out, and I will see you guys next time.